Hello guys, welcome back to another video on Void Ghostland. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing a predictions video. Why? Because I have nothing else to post, and the stuff that I meant to post I haven't even started on. So, you guys put something up before the 7th anniversary, and this is the best thing I can think of, a predictions video. Because I have nothing better to do. Like, I am genuine, bro. I've been bored for the entire day. I have nothing better to do. If you think I have something better to do, you're lying to yourself. But we're just gonna make predictions on the 7th anniversary. And we're gonna break this into 3 parts of the prediction. The first part, we get the information. We explain a little bit about the information. The second part, which is, we're probably gonna go through the first part really fast. But the second part is we break down the information we got. So, say this unit from the first anniversary got Zenkai, and then there's this guy performing, and he has something to do with that unit. We're gonna compare both of them, break it down to see where it was. And we're just gonna compare it to see if it matches up to make the prediction maxed out. And then and then number 3, we just make the predictions on who it's gonna be. And I've got 4 characters, maybe 6 in mind. Probably not 6, but a guaranteed 4 at least. Right. So let's get straight into it. Right. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna grab that information and see what we can do with it. So there are 3 informations that we're absolutely gonna need. The first information is the Zenkai that we got for that blue Frieza from Namek Saga. Now we've got that one. Now the next information we're just gonna yoink because why not? I have nothing better to do. Is gonna be who's performing at the start of the reviews and stuff. Perfect. We've got our 2 things right here. A third one, no movies or fusions. Put that into the mix. Anything else we're missing? Don't think so. The ultimate equipment? Nah, it's more like an explanation video. No, I think we got all 3 of answers. Right, now let's get straight into number 2. Which is we're going to compare the information and see what we can do. So the 2 things we're obviously going to compare, like come on, this goes hand in hand, is Frieza Zenkai, and Hira, I swear I can never say his name. Hold on, let me just ask Google how to say his name, bro. I am sorry, bro, I just don't want to be hated on. I don't want to be hated on. I just want to get this guy's name and just not get in the comments, because I'm sure a lot of people like this guy because he's the guy that created Head Chala, and I don't think I would want to butcher his name. No. Hold on. There we go. Wait, hold on. Hironobu. There we go. I would not bow to butcher his name on this channel. But Hironobu is the guy that created the famous Head Chala. Now that in my opinion is a pretty good song, bro. That's a pretty good song, especially for a show that was dated that far back. Might as well call it ancient. I'm sorry. Wait, no, please don't flame me. But that is a pretty old song, and it still hits, bro. It still hits. It's a pretty good song, I can't even lie. But he is the guy that created the Head Chala song, and in my opinion, I like that song a lot. I listen to it a bunch to this day. But anyways, we're gonna compare his music to Frieza. Now you're probably wondering, what does his music have to do with Frieza? Now, if you're a Dragon Ball fan and you actually watch this show, or at least research some of it, then you would know that from episode, what was it? It was from episode what was the episode? Okay, it was like Frieza Saga, yeah, and in Frieza Saga they used it for like the entire arc for the opening, unless I'm tripping. Right, yeah, no, I'm not tripping. Yeah, I am not tripping. I researched. Hold on. Yeah, I'm not tripping, see? Then, Head Chala was used from episode 75 to 107 for Frieza Saga. Which is, I'm pretty sure, the entire saga, the whole saga. So now, if we take into account that Blue Frieza got a Zenkai, plus the person that made the music for Frieza Saga, for the entire arc, is performing, yeah, well, I'm pretty sure that points to one thing, but that's for number 3. Now here's where things get a little complicated. Because if we compare movies or movies and why does my brain do this to me? It always forgets the script, bro. Hold on, let me pick up this script again. Right. Yeah, wait, hold on. Bingo. Right. Fusion. How the hell did I forget about Fusion? Right, so they haven't shown any fusion this whole anniversary or a sagas from the movie character, which is very, very concerning because this points to a lot of things, possibly getting a non-Super Saiyan Goku, which would pretty much piss me off because I love Super Saiyan Goku. But there has not been a single fusion this whole anniversary, nor has there been a sagas from the movie character. Now this is where we escalate ourselves into number 3, the predictions. So if we look at the evidence on deck right here, we can see that Head Chala plus this Blue Frieza Genna Zenkai points towards 2 things. Frieza Force, powerful opponent, and Frieza Saga. And Frieza Saga, you want to know who that points to? Oh yes, it's the man, the myth, the legend, literally, Super Saiyan Goku. Like this guy. If he drops for part 3, a lot of people might be angry, but me personally, hell nah, bro. I would love that. Like, we have not had one. And if they don't drop him for part 3, I might be a little disappointed. But if they at least drop the old one of Plat, I would be pretty happy with that. I cannot lie. Because that guy is almost, what? 4? Hold on. Finally, I actually got it. Now this looks a little suspicious here. Hold on, give me 1 second. I knew something was sus with that. Right. Finally. Right, there we go. It has been 4 years since the first Ultra, event exclusive Ultra, has dropped. 4 years now. It has been 4 whole years. And not only has he not gotten a single buff during that whole time, actually no, he has gotten some buffs, but let's be honest though. Like, I'm talking about like a good buff, like something that could bring him back into relevance. He has not gotten that buff in a long time. And when I mean a long time, I mean that. Like, come on. If we just look at the facts here, like, they have not dropped this specific Super Saiyan Goku They haven't dropped him a plat. They haven't dropped him a unique equipment. Nothing. They just left him like that. Just absolutely gone, bro. Like, I dare you to use it in PvP. The only way for him to be damaged is if you make the entire extra slots, aside from the slot that he is on, a Zenkai buff. That's the only way for him to be damaged. Otherwise, it doesn't matter if you have 3. Unless they are the best red buffers in the entire game, I don't see how he could be doing a lot of damage. Unless your opponent's team is worse than Super Saiyan Goku. Which would mean they're running an entire hero team that's yellow. But anyways, the odds of you, especially right now, because like there are blue units, running around and all that. So to be honest, it's not really a good time right now. It's not really a good time for these red units. These red units are just going, especially Vegito Blue. That's my glorious team right there. Alright, anyways. Right, we've put the evidence down, and now we're going straight to part 3, the predictions, which I already said. Why am I saying it twice? Whatever. I was rambling for a bit. Right, so 4 predictions, maybe 6 if I remember the other 2. But the first one, obviously, Super Saiyan Goku. Come on now. Y'all can't be playing with me. Obviously, Super Saiyan Goku has the first one. Now, these 4 predictions are if they're going for 1 Ultra. So the first one, Super Saiyan Goku, guaranteed, bro. Come on now, like he has to be the first pick in your head, especially when you've seen what they've laid out. Number two, Frieza, full power Frieza. The only Frieza we have that's an ultra rarity right now is Golden Frieza, and man, he is buns, bro. Oh my god, he is straight buns, bro. I bet you could actually find Super Vegito from the first Anniversary way better than him, bro. Like, oh my god, he is buns. Like, his comeback is pretty useful, but if you just take that away, he's buns, bro. He's just buns. Like, I don't see what you could do with him, especially considering there hasn't been that many buffs for powerful opponents. You might argue about Cell, but like, come on, 2 polar opposites, I don't think that would work out on your team. There's always got to be one dominant one, and I don't think there are many purple buffs for him, are there? Unless I'm just missing a bunch. But no, the game technically revolves all around Saiyan. If Saiyans didn't exist, this game would be bone dry, and when I mean bone dry, I'm talking more bone dry than you in the PG-13, PG-13, PG-13. Bone dry, yep, just bone dry. Bone dry. Content would be bone dry. I don't think anyone would be still playing it right now if it wasn't for Saiyans. Let's be honest now. Let's be honest. When was the last time you heard of the game hitting maximum revenue from an antagonist? I'll wait, I'll let you think. Because the only way for them to hit that much is if they release a Jiren, which is the next prediction I was going to make, because that Frieza represents powerful opponent, and you want to know who's a powerful opponent? Jiren. Now, this is self-explanatory. If you have an MUI Goku, you've got to have a Jiren, bro. Come on. You've seen the show, you've seen the fight, you know it's absolute cinema. You can make maximum revenue off that. Now, another one you can do, who is also from the Tournament of Power, is Kefla. We have not had a Kefla for almost 4 years. Yeah, 4 years. We have not had a Kefla for almost 4 years. If that's not shocking to you, I don't know what could be. Hold on. No, I'm not. I don't think anybody's dead. No. Why would I be thinking that? Right. So we have not had a Kefla for almost 4 years. 4 years is diabolical, especially for a unit that is pretty hype. And to be honest, I feel like they did her pretty dirty, because they released a red Gotenks, Super Saiyan 3. I'll let that sink in. A red Gotenks, Super Saiyan 3. The only thing that makes that Gotenks a little hype is Super Saiyan 3. But let's be honest, bro. if it was between Goku and Gotenks, you're definitely slapping that on Goku, bro. Come on now. He looks absolutely cold in that form. And especially when he did Dragon Fist, bro. Come on. You can't say that's not absolute cinema. If you've seen it, you know it. That punch, like him holding that pose, bro, that was absolute cinema. That's the only person you can slap Super Saiyan 3 on it without feeling weird about it. If the first thing you think of isn't Super Saiyan 3 Goku when you're thinking about Super Saiyan 3, you either don't know who Goku is or people have been trying to avoid you from seeing Goku. Cause trust me, bro, if you've seen Goku in Super Saiyan 3, you know he is tough with it, bro. He gave Boo the works in that form. He gave Janemba the works in that form till he transformed. He was just giving out. He was just giving out beating after beating until they just transformed and he couldn't do it. But then again, he can't really use it anymore in the main series because it drains his power, which is kind of stupid considering the amount of power he has. You would think he has bottomless key at this point in the story. But anyways, screwing off topic. So those are the first 4. I believe I came out of 5. Nah. Anyways, now we're gonna go into the 2 Ultra prediction. Now there might just be 2 of these, because Now the first one is DBS Broly and Super Saiyan Goku. Super Saiyan Gogeta. Because think about it. Broly is a powerful opponent. He's from the DBS Broly movie. And who else is from the DBS Broly movie? Super Saiyan Gogeta. So you're basically still following the rhythm, but like the character that drops, you drop that character with it, and then it matches up, and it counts, because they can't just stray off. I don't think they've actually ever strayed off, have they? Yeah, I don't think so. Or they could go for another Goku and Vegeta approach, possibly dropping a game's original Super Saiyan Vegeta. Now, I personally, I don't think so. The only moment in Frieza Saga that Vegeta could possibly be represented in is the Dirty Fireworks, and there's already an Ultra for him. But if they're taking the Super Saiyan Goku approach that a lot of people have been saying, then they will also receive. Why can't I speak? They will also rework his Ultra and make it a summonable one, and yeah. So they basically take the Super Saiyan Goku approach if they do drop a new one. So that is a possibility as well, because if it's a possibility for Super Saiyan Goku, it's gotta be a possibility. So they could just be following the rhythm. That would be fine. Following the rhythm. But then there's another one where it could be Super Saiyan Goku and Full Power Frieza. Did I just say Freezer? Oh my god, bro. Oh god, no. Oh no, I just said Freezer. Frieza. Why can't I speak? Right, so Frieza, Goku, Super Saiyan, and Frieza. Now that would be absolute cinema right there. And they could add one of those clashes where if they clash, they go into that cool animation. We saw that with the Kaioken Goku and Ape Vegeta. Revival Vegeta. But and then there's another one where it could be, which is a very, and when I mean this is a very low chance, I mean you're probably more likely to get struck by lightning than this happening, and that is Jiren and Ultra MUI Goku. Self-explanatory, it's the front cover of Dragon Ball Legends. There's a 50-50 chance, but I'm sure you're more likely to get struck by lightning than that happening. And if this does happen, props to the person that predicted that, because no one expected that. But to be honest, I think that's all I can really say, because I don't really think anybody else is hyped. If anybody in the comments says Topo, that's just you, buddy. That's just you. You definitely get bullied at school. I'm sorry. Now keep the place. I'm not bullying anybody, I swear. Anyways, right. So to be honest, I don't think there's actually anybody else hype, because we already got Kefla, we already got Jin. We basically got everything, bro. I don't think there's anything else I can say. So to be honest, I think that would bring an end to the predictions video. Now, if I do find another hype character, then I'll put it up. I'll put it up on screen right now so you can see it, give a small explanation on why, and yeah. Till my live stream on the part 3 of the anniversary, I will see you guys in the next one.